DavidNJaiDocumentary. He says, online, when you were new to the park, you debated Raven, and it was a good debate where you raised many valid points, i.e., why do you want to be part of the system not made for us?
Yeah.
Why not create your own system? In this debate, you were somewhat dismissive of black Betterment building, etc.
In his perception.
In his perception.
Yeah.
And the buzzwords you raised Raven was using.
Yeah.
Over time, one sec.
Over time, you switched it up, wagwan,
over
like
time,
raw.
things have changed. And there's now a sense of unity and working towards the common goal with gang.
Yeah.
Would you agree that your opinions you previously held towards black Betterment building, as an example, have changed? And if so, what changed and why?
Okay, I think I was never against the black Betterment building. What I was against was the glorification of political celebrities, yeah, and the notion that one needed to join a group to change things, because I don't believe that. I don't believe you have to join. Like you've heard me say, like you don't have to be part of the G circle to change. Like you could just do your thing. Like everyone do their own thing. But my thing, I'm always screaming, is self-empowerment. Yeah, self first. Get yourself right. Empower yourself to know that you can change shit. Because you ask too many men, they're like, yeah, well, what can you do? It's no point in chatting about it. It's no point in doing. Because everyone's disempowered. You get me? Everyone's looking for something or something else that's gonna have the answers. If we don't look at ourselves enough, and if we do look at ourselves, we don't have the confidence in ourselves that we should do. You get me? Because helping self is helping us. So yeah, like, bro. So like, you know.
Yeah, man got the impression as well when man was first when I first see you with the Raven debate. Cause I said he was trying to shut down his thing, but just the idea of joining the system, innit? Of working within the system. Yeah. He was more like bun down the system, innit?
That's separate from black Betterment building though, isn't it?
Most definitely. But I think what's happened is man's attached man's ideas to the individual, innit? And so like, just because you attack one part of something, an idea coming from a man, then everything man stands for, innit? Where black Betterment building was in a framework of within the system, innit?
Yeah.
So, as you said, it don't mean that man can't better manself outside of the system.
Yeah.
But even Raven said though, still, to be fair, like your step might be step 19 of the
17.
17.
Yeah. Step 17.
Well,
I remember that still.
So,
but
cause Raven's on the car, even in the interview, you're gonna see the video go up still. I asked him still, I said, at one point, Jedi was like he was trying to shut down your thing still when he was talking to him. And
Raven would never agree to that.
Fam, you know Raven, fam, he's any type of negative or seemingly negative type of thing, is like, he looks for the good in it.
But it's also not true though, I weren't trying to shut down this thing at all. But we just differed. We just differed on our belief. I don't believe that the answer to freedom is joining a WhatsApp group. I don't believe that, and that's at that moment in time what I perceived it to be. Like, okay, I do agree that group economics is a good thing, but I don't agree that economics is the key to freedom. That's I don't think you're gonna buy yourself out of the system, because this, like, even using the fake currency that we're doing, we're further creating debt and further buying into a fake paradigm. That's not what liberation is about. You get me? You want to escape the system, where it felt to me like a man was trying to build his house inside of the system and make it comfortable rather than burning the system down. So, but then I do understand also that I'm not the most, what's the word? I'm not the most materialistic or financially focused guy, innit? So I understand that we all need business and we all need to make money. I get that, but I just never really equate that as being a key to freedom, because I felt like money was more a key to further bondage. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, and the quest for that. Like they always say, we're the only animals in the world that basically have to pay to exist. We need money. We need something else to exist, like the pay to live in the world. Council tax. You're just paying just to pay. But that goes back to the whole slavery by consent thing that we talked about earlier. Like, you're consenting, innit? Like, we're allowing the money to me, because money has no value. When all these lights go off, man ain't got nothing. So if your strategy is based on money and fake notes in the bank or fake notes on the computer, you get me, that have been taken out against your real fake money that doesn't really represent the bullion anyway, but still they just took out 9 times the amount of that because you took out a loan and they lent you your own money. Like, this is the things that, like what Michael's always saying, we need to get, if you're gonna be in the system, then you need to understand the system. That's for one. And then once the more you understand the system, the more I believe that you're gonna be, your quest is just to burn the system down. You can't be trying to build yourself up on it. You want to be the rich man in the system, and then for everyone that's rich, you're creating more people that are going to be poor. And how many people do you have to step on to get to them places? I just feel like, yeah, man them for work together, man them for build up their businesses to support themselves and live, but never think that that is the key to freedom. That might be the key to living in England and living, getting on and cool, but that ain't freedom. I said to him, man, right, if you think, if all the black people, if roles were reversed, because these people got polarized minds sometimes, so they see it as white and black. So let's just play this game. If we reverse the roles and we put all the black people at the top of the economic structure, and we put the white people at the bottom of the economic structure, and we're living as how things are today, would you say that the black people were free? Living in the way they're living? Where are they going to be? Living in skyscrapers? What are they going to be doing? All these mansions, yacht parties? Is that what freedom is? Is that what we're saying freedom is? I just feel like our ideas sometimes are just different, innit? But yeah, man, I feel like them getting together, linking up, it was a natural progression, man. And as much as I do my own thing and whatever, I always see the benefits of being around like-minded individuals. And if we can stand in solidarity on common goals, then I feel like that is constructive. So if at any time I came across, I felt, or it seemed like I was trying to put that practice down, that's incorrect. That's not what I was saying. I was just saying that that's not, you get me? I don't think gang is the key to freedom, but behavior like such is I feel like a good step forward. But that's for us. You lot might think it's not, and you can do your own thing. You get me? So I'm not like a religion telling you, oh, this is the only way to be and follow me, and but this is what fucks people up. Because it's like, I'm not telling you to do what I do, you know. You're just looking at what I do. And I'm explaining myself because I'm being asked a question. I'm not telling you to do what I do, though. You do what you do, and I hope that it's good. And if I can support you, or if you can support me, then great, boom. So what you have is a circle of people that support each other. You get me? And I think that's a good thing. So yeah, man, I did change. I did kind of broaden my perspective, especially of Raven as well. You get me? Because I was looking at him more as a combatant. Like, even though he's just a brother and rare, but on that intellectual thing. So I used to say, have jokes with him, like, I don't want to debate you again, because you're like the only good person to talk to. Because Raven's not involved on this religion thing, where he's just dealing with bam, and he's so precise, and the way that he does his thing. I'm in awe of Raven. He's a good guy, man. He's a good guy, man. And he's given man advice and whatnot. And I've taken it from him because he knows me personally. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, man, I rate Raven. So I think that might help still as well, understanding him a bit better. We make snap judgments, and you know, it is what it is, man. You have a conversation and it's eternalized or immortalized, so they say, innit, on camera, and you can watch that back a year later, 10 years later. Whereas in real life, we have conversations, and if we was to match up the conversation we had today with the one we had in 5 years' time, they'd be so much different. But we probably wouldn't even remember certain things, aspects of the first conversation. So it wouldn't be a thing. You grow naturally, so you evolve, innit, fam?